So my name is Beuk. I am the president of People First Wisconsin. And today I am going to tell you my life story and how I became an advocate. So I was born in 1968 to an unwed mother. She terminated her parental rights. Termination of parental rights means that a court, through a court order, all of her rights, duties, and obligations existing between parent and child are permanently severed. So I ended up being a foster child in the state of Wisconsin foster care system.
So you're 54?
My foster parents adopted me, and they were committed to helping me grow and be independent by giving me opportunities such as going to Camp Wild Beach and other experiences. When I was 4 years old, I was picked to be an ambassador for United Cerebral Palsy. Being an ambassador means that you speak to people about what United Cerebral Palsy does, their programs, and help to do fundraising. And this picture is Pastor Grady, his wife Jackie. I'm sitting on his lap, and the little boy standing next to me. His name is Ron. And this picture was taken, it'll be 50 years in August. I went to public school in Fond du Lac. Throughout my school years, I was teased and bullied because of my disability and how I walked and how I acted. The words that hurt the most was the R word. Even now, we are adults. There are people that bully us. Jane, can you mute yourself?
Yes, we will. Sorry. We didn't mean for that to happen.
No, that's okay. Okay. Here we go into my independent living and advocacy work. In 1989, I decided to become more independent by getting my driver's license. People told me that I couldn't do that, and we found out that when I was in high school, I was discriminated against by not even letting me take the classroom part of driver's ed, even though I was smart enough. They thought that because I was in a wheelchair, I would not have the capability to drive. Boy, were they wrong. And at the same time, I was deciding that I wanted to move out of mom and dad's house. Again, people said that I couldn't do it, but I did. And I moved like from Fond du Lac up to Oshkosh. So that like mom could get here in a short amount of time if something would happen. But I was far enough away that she wouldn't be over every day or like twice a day. I was on a committee to help build one of the first inclusive playgrounds in Oshkosh and in the state. An inclusive playground means that there are no things that can make it hard for somebody with a disability to enjoy, such as having wood chips, like where the swings and like where the jungle gyms are. Our playground here in Oshkosh is in South Park, and our playground has a cushy, rubbery support surface that if you fall, you won't hurt yourself. It kind of is like a shock absorber. And we have found out that there are becoming more and more playgrounds around the state that are inclusive and are using our like softer, more accessible surface. It's not just for wheelchairs and disabled people. It should be grandma and grandpa wanting to take the grandkids to the playground, but they think they can't because maybe grandma or grandpa use a walker, but now that we have broken the barrier, so to speak, into a more inclusive setting. We can expect more people to enjoy our playgrounds. And it took us 2 years to build our playground because we did all of our fundraising beforehand and we went to the city of Oshkosh Parks Department and they said, hey, it's a great idea. Here's what we need you guys to do. So we had to raise on our own half of the cost of the building the playground. And it took like a little over 2 years to get all the funding together. And then it was really interesting as to like the we have pictures of every step of the way, meaning how they dug down for the sidewalks and to put the floor surface in, and how everything went together piece by piece, week by week. And what was really special to me, you see on top here where it says Oshkosh Inclusive Park. We saw a banner on a free website, and we they said, well, why don't we take that drawing and move the people around? So we moved the people around. We put the person with the wheelchair in the middle, and the person in the blue on your right side, we made that person have a cane representing people with disabilities. And I like to take credit that I helped create that banner. So yeah.
Ginger, we have a question from Ramsey. There's a
Okay.
hand raised. There's a hand raised.
Okay. What's your question, Ramsey?
He's on mute. Wonder. Mr. Unmute.
Hey, Ginger, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Ramsey.
But, hey, I just want to thank you for your hard work. I know you and Pam do that. There's a lot of good stuff with this playground when you keep the partners and policy making.
Right. Yes. This thank you, Ramsey, for sharing that. If you see partners in policy making, we do Pam the lab and I come on for like a drawer block and talk about how we have how we created this part from start to finish.
Ginger, I wanted to comment too.
Yes,
Pam also spoke at a Sparks grant meeting
right,
about it.
right,
And
yes,
and it was very helpful because I was on a team here in my town, Glendale, to try to raise funds for an inclusive playground at our elementary school. So
right,
we really appreciated the guidance from you know your experiences with your park. It was very, very helpful. So
right, right.
Hey,
And
I apologize in advance. I'm in between meetings, so I have to jump off of the other little bit before noon to make public comment, but I just wanted to say thank you for your presentation, and if you got a PowerPoint, send it to me by email, please.
yes, yes, after the meeting, I will send it to Nancy and Nathaniel so they can send it out to you guys.
Okay, that's great. And then I've got now, but a little later when we have time, I have to talk to you about some stuff in Oshkosh. So,
Okay, yeah. Okay, now we get into the people first stuff. As many of you may know, I am on the board of directors for People First Wisconsin, and I was elected to be president of the board in October for 2 years. One of the greatest things in my mind that we did at as uh, as People First Wisconsin, we had the legislature update the state statutes where they took out the R word and replaced it with intellectual disability. And another thing we did is we are trying to make supported decision making more of a great alternative to guardianship. And Cindy's favorite one is that yes, we did partially close Northern Center, but we all know that there are more institutions that either need to be downsized or closed altogether.
Yes, and that's her and
Yep.
that's her end goal. By the time she passes away, um, that every single shelter workshop is closed.
Right. And not only workshops, but the state institutions that
Correct.
people live in. So, any questions?
How was your early advocacy efforts when you were a little kid with UCP? Was that an overall, I mean, pretty positive experience? And
Yes, it was a very positive experience because, like, you through the years, a lot of the United Cerebral Palsies have fallen to the wayside or changed names, and like this the picture that I showed was used for the Green Bay telethon. I can tell you for a fact that the Green Bay telethon just ran its 68th annual telethon, and they do a phenomenal job because I went to the CP Center, gosh, it's 4 years now, like for therapy after I had a car accident because like the nursing home I was in only did enough therapy so I could walk short distances, but with like WRCP in Green Bay, we found through not trial and error, but I knew that I needed more support to walk. So I went up there with the premise that I wanted an up walker. Wow. They never heard of an up walker. Like the medical grade ones that insurance will pay for. So I started talking with my home equipment company, and like after we got my new power wheelchair, we started the process of like looking through all their catalogs to see if they had a company that could custom make an up walker, and we did find a company, and I do have the up walker now, and I am walking 3 times a week in a therapeutic setting, which really has taken away a lot of my depression, and it bolstered my self-esteem that I can do more on my own again.
Ramsey has a
Thank-
question.
Oh, I was just gonna finish one thing. Thank you for
No,
sharing
it's
that.
okay.
I think you've got a lot of really good examples, like in your presentation just now, like of like your work like in the community for like the playground and community advocacy, and then your work with the government about the R word and stuff, and that's like government advocacy, and then that example of like working to get what you needed as far as the walker, like self-advocacy. I think that's
Right, yeah.
really cool. So thanks for sharing all that.
And this PowerPoint is what I use in my friend's class. Like once a year, she's a Catholic school teacher, and she teaches in like their religion and theology subjects. And like in the private school setting,